It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Jaguars and the Texans, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor pushing through the contact. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Young to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Hurts. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32, it's 2nd and 2. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. In motion left goes Allen. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now back to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Houston set to take over. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. In motion right, Olave. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go play action with Hurts. There's Chris Olave. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Play action. Here's Hurts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 77 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now here's Young. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Slot man moves right. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Kirk, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Olave hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 29, Hurts. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Second down and 4. Hurts. Slant pass complete to Olave. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Young will set to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Young. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To the air once more, Young. As this complete to Woods. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Young. And he fires one, but incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
York able to send this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we close out the first quarter of this season. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Spencer Rattler, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Young keeps it, moving right. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here is Young. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Young. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Now ETN to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, right back to ETN. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. For the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing, Young. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Terrell Bernard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On play action, Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cooper Kupp from 6 yards away. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. Keeps himself upright. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now Young running the option left. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The play fake. Now Young. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Young. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. It's Young off play action. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw, Young. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Young will set to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now here's Young. And the pressure gets to him again. Terrell Bernard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
On for the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
The visitors' offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. Hurts. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. In motion right, Olave. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Texans offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here is Young. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Young to throw it. Another target and catch for Robert Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To the air once more, Young. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Young. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Young. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Here comes 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Young. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. From the left hash, this from 37. York able to send this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now out comes Houston. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Young to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Houston, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.